and welcome to week 38. So today I am 38 weeks pregnant and 3 days. So in one of my Vlogmas videos, I made a video about my water breaking. And if you watched it, you found out that my water didn't break. We kind of just had a little accident. I had a doctor's appointment on Tuesday, and honestly, no cervical progress has been made at all. My doctor didn't tell me like what effacement or station he's at, but she did just say that I'm still only 1 centimeter dilated. Not much is happening. So because of that, she recommended that next week on Tuesday that we do a membrane strip, which I did have one with Charlotte. It was, from what I remember, painful, but aside from, I think it caused me to like lose my mucus plug a few days after, but aside from that, it didn't really do anything. And I let my doctor know, hey, I'm totally down to try whatever, but this is what happened last time. You know, I guess the cervix doesn't like it. I don't know. And she let me know that she personally has a 95% success rate of, after she does the membrane sweep, that her patients go into labor 48 hours maximum after doing it. So we'll see. We'll put her to the test. I personally think I'm going to be one of those unlucky 5%. I just feel like I'm going to be pregnant forever, you know? So anyway, that happened at my appointment, the membrane stripping. She was very, very confident, though, that she thinks that I'm going to go into labor by myself. She doesn't really think that I'm going to need an induction. And like I said, she definitely really played up her high success rate with the membrane strip. And she's like, nope, you're going to have a baby next week. It's happening. So we'll see. In any case, though, I did want to talk induction with her. Just because it kind of puts me at ease, because I'm very uncomfortable being pregnant, as I'm sure most women at this point are. But I like knowing that there's going to be an end date to this. So for me, that end date would be December 27th. I'm like really, really nervous about being in the hospital during the holidays. I think it's really likely that I'm going to be. I would love to think that I am going to go into labor next week, but I just have this feeling that I'm going to go past my due date. And since my due date is December 20th, literally if I go any more than like a day or two past my due date, I'm going to be there on Christmas, which would suck because I want to be able to see my kids opening presents and spend time with them. Christmas has always been my favorite holiday, and it's a big holiday in our house, as I'm sure most other houses. It's a huge holiday, and it would, you know, you kind of be sad to have to spend it in the hospital. Plus it would we'd have to pick between, ideally I want Matthew to stay in the hospital with me the entire time, but I don't want our children to have to, like, if they could have one parent there, it'd be better than no parents there, you know what I mean? But on the downside, if Matthew's at home or, you know, at celebrations with the kids, then I'm in the hospital by myself, which would suck too. So we'll see how that goes. There's just a lot of things to think about. The dry run, though, since I thought that my water break, definitely learned some stuff that me and Matthew need to get a grip on. Number one, I need to have the kids packed beforehand too, because when I did think my water broke, coincidentally I just so happened to be contracting at the same time, and it was a little bit difficult to be trying to navigate around our apartment and just the stress of everything, picking out the kids' clothes, like, and calling my dad and getting him to come and pick up the kids, which brings me to my next point too. What's going to happen to the children when I go into labor? Initially, what's going to happen when I go into labor, the day or night that it happens, I'm going to call my dad, and the kids are going to be staying that initial night with my dad, or however long I labor for. Hopefully it's a day. But anyway, after after that point, when Henry is born and we bring the kids over to introduce Henry to the hospital, Charlotte will stay with my parents, and Bradley at that point will go with Matthew's parents. And the reason why we're splitting them up is because my parents are older. They're in their 60s, which to me isn't that old, but they're much older than Matthew's family. And it's easier for my parents if they only have to care for one child as opposed to two, because I have two toddlers. They're awesome children, but they are a lot. We went on a tangent, didn't we? So anyway, symptoms for this week. I have been contracting quite a bit. When I was in the hospital, my contractions were 3 to 4 minutes apart consistently. It's just, they're not doing anything cervically to change that. Heartburn has been happening. I think Henry's going to be a pretty hairy kid. If the old wives' tale is true that heartburn means hair, definitely. And then just lots of cramping. And like I said, now it's definitely, they're most likely Braxton Hicks contractions, because obviously real contractions mean you're in labor, and I'm not. But lots of cramping and contractions, like to the point where usually in the morning is when it happens, or really late at night. It's just painful. You can see my stomach tensing up, and it hurts. This time around, as far as pregnancy goes, I'm definitely a lot more sore than I was with Charlotte. Definitely. I have been bouncing on my birthing ball to try and bring Henry low, because he is still high up. I don't know how successful that is, but that's what we're doing. I am going to, probably sometime after my appointment on Tuesday, I'm going to buy the evening primrose oil and start inserting that vaginally. That was something that was very successful when I was pregnant with Charlotte. Literally only took one time, and my water broke that night. So I probably will do that again this time around, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's just really crazy to me how fast this is going. Like today, I have 11 days until my due date, which is just insane. I feel like I blinked and now he's almost here. Yeah, other than that, there's not too much to update on. My next doctor's appointment should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to the membrane strip. Very. Not really. It's so painful. But we'll see what happens after that. I will go ahead and show you my 38-week belly. And if I left anything out, please let me know. Ask it. I will try to answer it the best way that I can. And make sure you're following me on social media pages. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.